The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the wrong playbook. I'm coming back up.
That.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Rene Wanwu now to return. And he'll get as much...
Let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we ain't friends. International man, text in my hand. Take a trip, when we land. No, I'm down with most solid, any club over me. How you do it? It's so fluid. Let's get to it. If you want something, got a club next to it. This is something that gentle, stick to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Man, Wells in it, gotta take to it. This ain't big shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming and all the good to it. This is me too. I like to see through. Whenever we dancing on the floor, I'm a little dude.
Fort Lauderdale was Joe.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from MetLife. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the footballs can be spotted at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 2nd and 13. Buys time, rolling right.
I'm selling, bro.
Throw is an interception. Stiff arm success. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away.
He didn't throw again. Oh my God.
That makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset. Probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They motion Bateman over right. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Lamar now from the gun. And they will score. It's
Hey, my safety
a
was the
touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown.
How bad Lamar threw that
They're
ball.
able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
My man, dude. How the fam doing? Up there waking folks up. You okay? Are you gonna let them sleep that long?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete to Hyatt. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass,
MLB
just
trash,
like
man.
that,
I
it's
can't believe I
taking
lost a
advantage of
game
the
like that,
matchup
though.
You plan for it, and you go out and execute.
1st down. Here's
I
Russ.
say MLB sad the way they let boys
Gets
win that
paid
like
Tyrone
that.
Tracy. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook 1st down completion.
Come on, dude.
Sets up 2nd and very
Come on, dude. You already knew what it was. Oh, you got that bump closer. Think you the truth.
He finds Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain. And a
Need to
new
get
set
you
of
some
downs.
gas out there with them pitchers, bro. You ain't got no gas.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing again. Here's Wilson.
Who you talking about? Chapman?
Finds Hyatt. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
That
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
most
kind of
definitely. Yeah, obviously.
kind of completion
That's not even
there
a
on
question.
1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your
is that.
back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice
Too much
spot here for
horseplay.
the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Coming left is Tracy. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Too much horseplay.
Offense in the hurry up here. Wilson with it on first. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A handoff to Tracy. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about
Yeah, I gotta leave now.
call as that run moves the
Yeah.
sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you
What's
can
up?
recycle it. Save it for later for that next.
What's up, fool?
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
He got to come in for that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's on the move. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go left side with Tracy. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Giants cut it to a load of points on the scoreboard. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Bit off with his aim, but that point after
All right,
is gone.
man.
And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra.
Oh. That boy don't like that.
Yeah.
Hey man, don't start with that lag out stuff, man.
Man, listen. Why do I keep getting error coded?
I don't know, but a lot of people getting that now. You got an error code?
Yeah.
All them custom playbooks y'all got.
It ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, it got something to do with it.
You feel a phone right there. You couldn't even have seven. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Hey, listen, man, how we doing? 0-0? All right, let's send it. Send my team.
Transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics riot in the project, prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
He got that error code. We back up, fellas. We back up, man. He got that error code. Man. How that go? Y'all know how that go. Get the error code. Y'all boys. He messing up the rhythm. Scoring.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Touch 50, touch 50. Right.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. Ball on the 39, here's 2nd down and 1. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Giants at 10-3 on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of the tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Allen finds Hyatt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Right back to Tracy. Stiff-armed him. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Third down, here's Tracy. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Three 3-0 our score as we ready for the dynamic kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Wilson. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll hand it to Tracy. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Running left is Tracy. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor. Derrick Henry all alone. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. The Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over third down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7 from the shotgun. Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 71 yards. And the Giants are back within a score. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Lamar changing the look. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Shoves him away. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This time Jackson will throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But
Yo, you so trash, cuz. Hold that L I gave you.
But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this complete to Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now an audible here into something else. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Henry out of the pistol. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
DC, right? Block!
A 1st down carry for Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
And the camera, you always talking about these bailouts. How many bailouts you get against me? Come on, he want his knee. I gotta tell you, because your boy for the get bucked. He was party watching just like me. He must bail out master. He's still in my uncle. Look at him get.
A big hitter to start the drive.
Look at it going, stuff.
Field here for 1st and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking his record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference, because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Jackson. He's got a man complete. And finally he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Tucker's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10. Now Wilson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Tracy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
14.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 57 yards.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.